So this white piece of paper and this Lyra graphite crayon, what if this was your life right now? Opposite hand, marks, trails, lines, stop, go, makes no sense, round, up, hard, dark, light, soft, loving. All these lines are part of you. Let's see if we can balance this all out. Now, we take this and we fold it in, crease it, take it and fold it the opposite way. Then we open it again, and now we fold it in half this way, crease it. I'm just using my fingernails. Turn it this way, crease it again, open it, turn it over, take this end, fold it to the middle, my hands got paint on them that's dried. I was working on another piece. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it into the middle line. And I'm going to take it, fold it back, take these, fold it back. I want all my folds nice and crisp and easy to fold. So I'm folding back over, doing the work. All right. And now I have 8 sections. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my X-Acto knife and I'm going to use a cutting board. And I'm going to follow these points here, this center line right here. And I'm going to turn this so it's comfortable. And I'm going to start here and I'm going to stop there. And now I'm going to cut in the center line. And then I have this hole that's there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half. And then I'm going to see where that opening is. And I'm going to fold it that way in on itself. And then you can fold this over. And you've created a book. A small book. And from that, then we're going to work with a little bit of balance. So if all those lines and different angles and different ways and detours and stops and goes and mess, life, chaos, soft, gentleness is our life, can we make balance with this? Okay, I have my little book here that I've made with the lines of life going through it, and I have these different shapes. Well, it's not different shape, different size shapes as of the red, and then I have this size and 3 each, blue, and then I have the little dots here, yellow, and the little dots there, and then I have these little ringlets here, and these are just stamps that I had there. I chose to use the circles because we are so connected, and our life makes a circle. We're babies, and we're youth, and then, adults, and then elders, and life is about a circle, and it's round, and it's whole, and all those things. So to bring in a little bit of that into our section here to help us learn how to balance. And so the larger circles, I would like those to represent you. And I would like you to use opposite colors as we're working through here. So I will work on one example, and that is the front cover. so the red circle represents me. And where on this page with all these lines of life would I like to place myself? And I'm going to place myself right here. And I used a little bit of a glue stick and just put that on there. Now the next color I need to do is I'm going to use this size. And then I'm going to go down and I'm going to use that side. So now I have this one to put in and this one here. And let's turn that over so we can see that in different sizes, because things happen in life in different segments and different sizes. And then I have this little section right here. So actually, I like the way that is, but I can always choose a different way to work with that. In this section here, how do I balance these different sizes, these different colors, with the lines in the background of life? So that is something to think about. And I think I'm going to do that right there. So I'm going to use some of my glue stick, and I'm going to put this here. And this little guy here, this little yellow one, I'm going to put that there. Now you can go further and you can use the colors and see what they represent in your life and use that. I'm going to hang this off. Okay, and so that's all I'm going to do right now for this first page. And I'm going to go to the next one. And when I go to the next one, I'm going to use the blue circle next. And then I'm going to use the yellow large, and then I'm going to go back here and I'm going to use the red. So we're alternating the colors that we see here. Okay, and I have folded, it was this way, and I've folded it this way so it's not a distraction. And now I'm going to place this little ringlet in here wherever I feel that with these lines it balances itself off. This ringlet can be many different things in your work, but it is making judgment and choosing what you think is best for your piece, your life. That's right here. And I'm having a difficult time here to decide where I would like that piece. Move it around until it feels, okay, there we go. We're just going to go with it here and just put it right there. Whoops, stuck to my finger. Okay, there you go. All right, and I have two. All right, let's see what this does after you've finished all of those. You may have an extra one left over, so if you like, you can kind of, so you know this front page, you can double it up and create something interesting on there. I'm going to continue on next with the yellow, and then I'm going to have the larger red, and then I'm going to have a little blue here. And then I'm going to work it and go back and do the red and work with the different sizes. It gets a little confusing, but you'll see how it all kind of plays out. Okay? Alrighty, and here's one of my little sketchbooks that I played around with, and I used the same concept here, but I've used the square, and I didn't draw any lines in there, so it was just the white page, and so you were just focusing on the shapes that are right here. And so as you can see, there's a lot of different ways that you can place paper and arrange things so that you can find a balance, okay? And so now with this, though, I'm taking it a little bit further and using the lines behind as a where you know, to make choices, you know, about where to place some of these little shapes that are here, the circles. And like I said before, the large circle, that is to represent you, and then these smaller circles in different colors and the ringlet, you decide what you would like that to be in your life, your work, your relationships, play, different things like that. So as you can see, I've used these, and if it gets difficult when you're looking at 2 pages, then what I do is I take them and I fold it in half, and then I can work on it this way. And so this, making the choices about where I'm going to place those within the lines, those lifelines that are there. And now this one, for some reason, when I set down my blue circle, I set it off to the side because I wanted to do something different. I, in my life, want to do something different. So then I cut off that edge and I stuck it over there. And then I use these colors with, you know, each time they're a little bit different. You know, this time I use that yellow size circle. Here I use that. So I make a choice as I'm going through there. And then now this one here, this is the last one. As you can see, this hung over too, and then it hung over onto this one here. And so I'm making choices about where I'm going to place these. I make choices in my life about what I'm going to do with different things. And then here's this page right here. And now I'm going to call this page here the beginning page. I don't know why. You can choose with this little book which page you would like to have as your cover. I'm going to use this as my cover page, and I have, out of all of this that I had before to cut, I'm going to use the yellow circle, and I'm going to use what's left is the red and the blue, and I'm going to add that on here in a way that I like and that is pleasing to me. And this will be a choice on, you know, half on, half off. You know, you can see what happens when you start moving these colors next to each other. You know, if this represents me and here I am here with the hole inside of it, you know, what am I trying to fill in my life? What do I need to change? You know, that can mean a lot of different things. I do like that, though, right there. So when I find something that I like, I end up just kind of, let's do this, you know. So I'm going to use my glue stick right now, and I'm going to glue that on there, and I'm going to place this here, okay? And now I have these little shapes here. Where would I like to place them in this arrangement here? You know, what feels like a balance to me? And I'm going to do that right here. I'm going to place that red one there, okay? And then I have this one here. Something about these two next to each other. Maybe this one is over here. Maybe it takes on a different feeling as you move things around, you know. So that goes to show you that we have so many choices in our life to work with. And maybe I'm going to put it right in here and lay it over on top of each other, you know. And then I have this small little blue one, you know. Where do I want to place that in this whole little composition that's here of my life? It's hard to have just these two strong ones right here. You have those, something's different. This goes here. When you just have 2 and 2, you play with tension that's there. It's always good in design to have 3. So right now, I'm going to take a look and see what I can do with this to make this one a little bit different. Look at that. As soon as I take that and hide that in there, and this one's whole, that one's half, I think that's what I'm going to do here. So, have some fun. See how this works. It's just, again, always life is art, art is life, and see the different ways that they relate to you in your own life. And it gives you a greater understanding about design and why we do and choose the things that we do. So with that, these are all my little supplies. You pick what you would like here. And these are my papers that I've used. And it's just as simple. So this is the beginning here. And then I'll turn it there. And you can go further with this. You can color in some of these areas here. There are some of them that I like better than the other. And that's okay. Some of them I might not have made the best choices, and that is life too. We learn from those things that we choose to make. So here you go. There's the little book.